Now, the first piece of business this morning, while we saw a view of the chamber there, was an attack on the dissident Republicans who attempted to kill 2 police officers in Fermanagh at the weekend. The former First Minister raised the issue and was backed by Sinn Féin. Here's Ian Paisley.
We could be meeting today under the darkest of circumstances and under the darkness of a great tragedy. I'm sure we have all been alarmed by what took place at Rosslea PSNI, and I'm sure we wonder what our feelings would have been if we had been making our way to this house today if that murderous attack had succeeded. There is one thing that must worry us all, and that is the capability, if in the circumstances of having more such attacks, that the police authorities have the power to deal with them. And I myself was very alarmed on my own private investigations when police officers said if it had taken place, we would have not had the facilities and the strength to deal with it effectively. And that means that we need to take care of those areas that are now subject to attack by caucuses of people who are determined to bring back the bad old days of murder and mayhem in this province. And I think today that we need to alarm ourselves about what is taking place. And while being confident that we have the majority of people in this province who have given up the bad and evil road of murdering men and women for their political views and other views, I think that we must also guard against these attacks which could continue and possibly succeed in some cases in bringing murder again to this province. And I think it would do well for us all to realise that this is a serious thing. It is something that we should give our minds to, and that this Assembly as a whole should make representation to the Secretary of State on this matter, so that he will be in no doubt about how the elected representatives in this Assembly feel about such a terrible matter and the threat that is upon the whole province as a result. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Alec Maskey. Mr. Maskey.
Just very briefly, Mr. Speaker, I just want to once again put on record my own party's rejection of these current activities, and I would really want to, as well as condemning these activities, actually appeal yet again to those people who are involved in such activities to reflect in this year 2008 on the fact that the vast majority of people in the nationalist and Republican community have already set their face towards a new future. They have spoken very clearly through the ballot box. They have supported our own party and given us ourselves a substantial mandate. We have had as a community very, very significant, very often public, not least private debates on these matters. And as I say, I would really ask those people who are involved in these activities to reflect, even now, on the futility of these type of operations and to desist from this kind of activity from here on in, and to say to respect the will of the people, to respect the confidence that the people in our community actually do have in their own ability to forward and to further their own political objectives, seeking justice and freedom and equality in this country in the time ahead. Thank you.
Alex Maskey of Sinn Féin earlier today.